Second cast and my tail is gone. So today I'm going to give you tips and tricks that I know to help you guys catch more striper on the Sacramento River. On this channel, that's what I'm helping you guys do as much as I possibly can, is to get you guys on some more fish, bigger fish, and some better spots to catch fish. So today we're on the Sac River and the water is dropping, but the water temperature is way cooler than normal for this time of year. So the shad are pushing in really thick all the way up to feather. In the Sac River, they are flooded. So what that's doing is this temperature staying cooler, and it's keeping the striper in the system, in the Sacramento River system, a lot longer. And they're chasing these shad up the river, guys. So this striper season is killing it. It's still really good right now, all the way up to the delta. I would say from around Knight's Landing, super good, down to the delta. They're catching them like crazy. The shad is getting better and better every day, and the striper are still here. So today I'm going to show you guys a few different ways to hook up on some striper. And as you can see, the water temperature is dropping quite a bit behind me. I usually go around the same area just so I could see the water depth and clarity, and give you guys a report on that. So stay tuned. A little tackle box like this is really cool because you got 4 organizers in here, and each one you could just have for different species of fish or just a bunch of different things. But it's really nice to have your things organized kind of like this here. Just makes everything a lot easier to go to. Just like right now, the fish just bit my worm in half, so I'm rushed to get out there and cast another one. I think I'm gonna go with a probably a black with a greenish tail or a white tail, and we'll throw that puppy on. Alright, so this is how I like to do it right here. Ow! Don't poke yourself like I just did. Oh man. Alright, so first, get the tip, shove it through, and you want to shove it through about how wide this is right here. So just a little bit, shoving it through, and then going out the side, just like that. And then you're bringing it around, and once you get to there, you kind of give it a spin, and it makes it go in the front like that. And then now you put it on the side of it like that, and you measure about where your hook's going to end up, and then you mark that kind of with your finger. And then so I just like to go all the way inside, so my hook is completely inside. The tip of the hook is not showing at all. It's all the way inside that worm. And the secret is with these is you want this worm to be as straight as you can on your hook. You don't want any bend or anything like that. You want it to be swimming straight as possible. There it is. And then you got your bullet weight. Just like that, guys. Just cast that out. Just keep casting that out. Alright, so it's a 7-foot Abu Garcia, Jordan Lee, and I got 50-pound braid on there. And then I'm casting out. Whoa, shit, almost fell. Watch it, guys, it's really slippery. The water's going down quite a bit here, and this mud is crazy slippery. It's like silk right here. So last time I fell, I didn't get on camera, but just be careful out here when you're near the bank. So this is the guy I'm using right here. I got a few different colors in it, but this is the worm. This is my go-to striper worm right here, guys. This thing kills it. This setup right here, just with the bullet weight, I think it's about a 1/4 ounce or maybe 3/8 weight on there. So you got the ribbed body, dark ribbed body, super live looking, very good action. And then the tail here, it's a pretty cool tail actually. It's got a lot of action, and I like the white tail with the black body. It stands out really good. But check this thing out in the water, guys. Look how good this thing looks. See it in there? Check that out, guys. Look at that thing. I mean, if you work this thing right, you get it right in front of a fish, it's snag free. I mean, you can get snagged on it, but the Texas style rig, you barely ever get snagged. And this thing just murders the stripers. They see this thing, and it's pretty much like a Rebel in front of their face. Actually, probably better than a Rebel, because you can get it more into their face easier than a jerkbait or a Rebel. And so, yeah, that's why this is my go-to, guys. I mean, this thing is killer. Super easy to fish, and it's extremely good bait. Holy smokes, guys. This is my second cast right here. That's not a snag right there. That's a definite striper. Just tore off my worm. Broke it right in half. Alright, so when you're casting the soft plastic worm out, my go-to for striper, oh man, look at all these little tiny minnows and fish in the, you guys probably can't see them, but there's a bunch of little tiny minnows in the, on the bank here. Thousands of them. And they're really hard to see. But anyways, guys, so when you're casting this worm out, the current is going to my right here. So when I'm casting this worm, I either want to cast it straight or up current a little bit to my left there. That way, when you're letting it sink down to the bottom, it's kind of drifting with the current as it's sinking, because you want to cast it out there pretty far, let it drop down, and then once it drops down, hit the bottom, then that's when you keep your tip down and you reel in real slow, and you should kind of be feeling the bottom. And if you start getting kind of snagged on things, just pop your tip up a little bit and just keep kind of reeling it slow. So I'm casting it out just like that. It doesn't have to be crazy far, guys. Most of my fish have been on casts that haven't been that far. So I just kind of reeled in a little bit, take the slack out, but I'm just letting it drop right now. It's dropping, it's still dropping. And you can see your line too. You don't want too much slack in your line, so keep the slack out of your line, and see it hit the bottom right now, it kind of snagged up. So now I'm just reeling it in, just nice and easy, and the tip pointed towards the water. That way when you get a fish, you pull it up towards the air and hook them. So kind of just like that, guys, nice and slow, and you'll really start to feel the bottom. And see, I got a little snag right there. You just pop it up, and that's actually a good thing. If you're getting little snags, that means you're right near the bottom, right where you want to be. And I kind of just got here, guys, about half an hour ago or so, and I saw 2 striper jumping already. Probably chasing them shad. So that's a good sign. These striper are in the system still, guys. It's crazy. It's mid to end, actually near the end of June, and normally the river's heating up and really hot, but the temperature is staying cool. It's still starting to warm up a little bit, but that's what's keeping this fishing so good in the river for striper. So just real slow, and you just want you want your line to start going, drifting downstream with the current. Let the current help you, and just nice and easy. And then once you start getting near the bank, just kind of keep your tip up, put it up a little bit more, and reel it in. And repeat. And then you can just try a bunch of different variety. You could try a bunch of different variety. Alright, guys, I'm still here casting the worm. Just advice real quick. Boat just went by. When the boats go by, guys, for not getting bites, make sure your bait's in the water or you're casting out like crazy right when the boat goes by, because what it does is it stirs things up on the bottom. And I've caught an actually big fish right after a boat goes by, stirs it up, and boom, get a big old bite. So don't be fooled that because a boat goes by it's going to scare the fish away. It actually might turn them up, and you might turn on the bite.